Well, Ben, well bowled first of all, but commiserations on the loss. Can you talk us through that Brevis innings and maybe what plans you would have done differently if you had your time again?
Yeah, thank you. I mean, he batted, out on that wicket that was a little bit slow and a little bit low and a bit tough at times. He batted superbly, and I feel like as a bowling unit we rattled through a fair few plans and tried a few different things. So we'll have to go back and reflect on that and see which ones worked, and for ones that didn't work, how we can either execute better or maybe we just leave them to the side for the next game up in Cairns.
How much of him had you seen before?
Not a whole lot. You do obviously do your scouting leading into the games, and I had my own plans leading into it. But yeah, I've seen bits and pieces of him on the TV, but this is the first series I played against him, so first time in person.
So, did you feel that he was sort of, he showed a different attitude to the South African show in the first game, but he was really on from the start?
Yeah, I mean, he did take his time early. I think he got used to the wicket. I think he came out to bat when I was bowling to him at the start, and he just sort of assessed conditions. And then, I think once he found his swing and found his groove out there and got used to conditions, he made full toll of that. And I think that's the way he plays personally. Anyway, it's not a reflection on the South Africans' style of play. I think that's him. He looks to take the game on, and tonight he did that really well, and he got the better of us.
And your role, mate, bowling at sort of the end of the power play and then a bit at the death, it's similar to maybe the role Cummins would play when he's in the team. Is that sort of how you see it?
To be honest, I've not really looked at it. I just sort of, any game that I get to play for Australia is a real privilege, and whether it's taking the new ball or bowling the backhand, it doesn't really faze me. I just, Ronnie's really clear with his communication and lets me know where I'm going to be bowling in each game and what the sort of rough schedule is for who's bowling when, and I just go back and find some plans and then try and execute it once I'm out there.
Why do you think you were the most effective tonight on this pitch?
Good question. I think maybe the left-handed angle going across the right-handers I found, especially at the back end, to be quite useful on a wicket that was just grabbing a little bit. Allowed me to use my off-cutter a fair bit and try and shut down the leg side, which Brevis accessed so well right throughout the innings. So that might be one thing, and yeah.
And we saw a lot of drop catches over these two matches here. The light towers seem a little shorter than you might be used to. Can you describe or tell us if it's a tough ground to see at?
None have come my way yet, so I haven't caught or dropped any. But the light towers are a little bit low, so it's when they're a little bit lower, it can be easy for the ball to get above the lights, and then you lose a bit of vision, or you might end up looking into them for a flatter catch. So. Nobody ever means to drop a catch, and everyone's trying their best. So they happen in cricket, and once we get to Cairns, I'm sure we'll do a fielding session there and try and sharpen a few things up.
The batsmen had a great time in the West Indies, obviously, but it just seems a lot harder here. They haven't been able to get going.
It's been a different surface and obviously a different dimension ground. We still want to play that really aggressive, positive attitude cricket, as I think you saw in the West Indies and also saw in game one here. We're looking to put pressure back on the bowlers, and there's going to be nights where that comes off, and there's also going to be nights like tonight where it might not, but that's the sort of the brand that we want to play going forward.
Speaking about that, the player who did do that well was Tim again. He had a bit of an injury scare. He came back and played fantastic, but do you have an update on his shoulder?
I've not spoken to him since he batted. I think he was keen to field, but we sort of, just as a precautionary measure, we pulled him off, and then he didn't look to be hindered out there when he was batting. He hit a few really long balls, so we'll assume that he's fine.